You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Hurry up, I got a show to do here. All right, let's say, okay, straight through this week, full on, total, complete energy. I've been talking all morning long, having such a great time. And I came in, I said, I'm just going to do 5 shows in a row. I'm going to give 5 seconds in between each show to see if I will lose my energy, to see if I will calm down, to see if I will just sound like everybody else, or if I'll just suddenly not care and just be the who the hell I am for you. Is that okay if I do that? Plus, I'm going to be on a motorcycle trip driving down the road, and people are going to be hitting me up on Instagram at Face Your Passion. Man, Scott, you were amazing. You talk so fast, I can't even keep up. Man, you rocked my world this week. Scott, shut up. You're stupid. I don't like you anymore. I unsubscribe. All that is coming my way, and I'm glad you're here no matter what. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, and do not crank me up and let me loose. Good to have you here today. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to talk about something that I have elevated for you, and it's all about time management. Now, I know in the perfect world of the internet, I should have told you that I was talking time management within the first 8 seconds of my first couple of words, but I did that just because I was going to mess with all the Zoomies who insist upon doing that. By the way, come here real close. Is it just me? Or have you watched YouTube videos? And anybody under 34 years old talks really fast and like a robot. They edit out all the breaths. They look like Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom? Y'all old if you remember that, right? They look like that. And then they say, and you do this, and you go over here, and what we're going to do is this, and then you do that. And I'm like, shut up, slow down. And they're, boomer, you're too slow. No, we like to breathe and linger a little bit. We actually like to move the mouse before you say 5 more mouse moves. I guess it's just me or what? No? You've seen it? I'm telling you, I still watch them because, God, they're so pretty, aren't they? They're under 30 years. Like, okay, some inside advice. If you're young, listen to me. Go to the gym. Start eating good food. Don't smoke. Don't drink too much. Stay pretty. Utilize what you got, because in about 10 years, 20 max, you're going to wish you did. Oh, save money too. That's all I'm going to say. Don't listen to me. That's fine. You'll think of me when you're 60. You will. I'm telling you. You'll look in the mirror one day and say, Scott was right. Should have done that. So let's do some time management. Now, I don't believe you can manage time. I know I can't. Every single day, it's like the same amount. I am really trying. I am trying. I was working on that whole 24-hour day thing. It's like, really, I can't change it. I have tried. I think I kind of beat the system a little bit when I decided 9 to 5 was a stupid man-made idea. And working in the factory, working for the man while necessary and while has been programmed into us, I didn't want to do it. That's why 25 years ago I said, I didn't say that word. I said that. No, I'm not going to do it anymore. I didn't say the S word. I said, I'm going to start my own thing and just do what happens. And here I am 24 years later, basically getting paid to talk. You know what the problem is? I get paid to talk. I talk anyway. You get me on the street. You get me going to the gym. You get me on the treadmill. I'll help you on the treadmill for free. That's why I tell people to go to the gym. You'll find people that charge $500 an hour. Not saying that I am. I do. But people that charge $500 an hour, we just talk to you on the treadmill. You know why? Because that's what we do. So time. So my perfect week planner, if you haven't got that, just go to perfectweekplanner.com and get it. It's very simple, and it's a method I have used forever, and I still use it to this day. It's not outdated, although the document I give you is a little outdated, but it's pretty good. The video is a little outdated, but it all still works. Perfectweekplanner.com. Go get that. So I updated it. So essentially is this. Everybody that I talk to, everybody I work with, they all want my schedule, every one of them. And that's why the Perfect Week Planner is set up that way. I'm not going to go into that today. I'll let you figure that out on your own. Go get it. If you don't go get it, it's your fault, not mine, okay? Perfectweekplanner.com. Got to be a big boy, a big girl. You got to do the stuff. And if you don't do the stuff, don't expect me to hands feed it to you. I'm not going to do it. Don't have time today. So here's what I think about my life and my time management system. Number one, I think you should not work Mondays. Number two, I think you should not work Fridays. I think you should work at least Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you should work your ass off. Now, before we get into this, I'm not one of you remote fans. I'm not one of you people who takes 3 jobs and doesn't tell the other 2 bosses you're working 3 jobs, that insist on being remote because you can do your nails and you can go pet your cat and all that. I'm not. I'm a hardworking guy, and I think you should get your ass busy and get working. However, I do believe that we are going to fill the gap of time anyway. I do feel like no matter whatever we put up, we're going to do. And so let's go ahead and control that. Now, let me also put this in before I go forward that not all of you are going to be able to do this. This is a ridiculous schedule only for the privileged few who have earned it. And that could be you. You're going to have to make some major changes. And the changes you're going to have to make to live this schedule are going to be life-changing, scary, the hardest ones you've ever made to get what you want. But it is what you want. If you can get there, you'll change everything. But you're going to have to change a lot to get there. So let me explain this to you. I do want you to have Mondays off and Tuesdays off. And my Perfect Week Planner talks about that. Not Tuesdays, but Fridays. So here's what I do. I want you to think of your work week like my work week. And again, I want to double down on this. Most of you can't do this today, at least in terms of the actual hours that you're working or the days you're working, because you got to go to the office, got to go see your boss, right? But you certainly can manage your energy throughout the week the way I do. So how much time I got? I'll give it for about 4 minutes. I do what I call pyramid scheduling. So think of Monday as the right side of the pyramid. Think of Wednesday as the peak of the pyramid, and think of Friday as the left side of the pyramid.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't clone you, but it can streamline your hiring workflow. From posting jobs to shortlisting candidates to interviewing, LinkedIn Hiring Pro is the hiring partner you need, so you can focus on connecting with the right talent. In fact, small businesses report saving over 6 hours per week. So hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
And what ends up happening is on Mondays to me are a project day. There is nothing ever scheduled on a Monday. Maybe I'll do a podcast. Maybe I'll work at the gym later on. I don't know. It just depends. I usually work. I do projects and things like that on Mondays. I do, but it's free if I want it to be free. It can become a buffer day for me. So Mondays are absolutely nothing except whatever I want to do. And usually I am going to try to grow my business working on my business, not in my business. Tuesday, I go up the pyramid a little bit. I have no more than 2 calls. My calls are 45 minutes. The rest of the day is focused on my business on Tuesday. No admin. Yeah, I'll take a call. Yeah, I'll answer an email along the way. I'm not, that's silly, right? But I'm not spending my day doing that. I'm not playing around. I'm actually trying to work on my business because Wednesday, I don't have time to work on my business. Wednesday, I rise to my peak. I start at 7 a.m. or 6:30 Wednesday morning. I have an early call and I stack all my coaching calls on Wednesday. I have about 30 minutes off between each call. I usually am done by 3 o'clock. In between those calls all day long, I stop and do a little bit of admin work. I communicate a little bit, send an email here or there. And if you guys work in a business where you're doing lots of meetings, you know the problem is actually getting the work done that you talked about during the meeting, right? That's the issue. And so what I do is I kind of get a little bit done along the way, kind of make notes and stuff like that, clean things up. Then I start to go down the pyramid into Thursday. On Thursday is like Tuesday. I've got no more than 2 calls, no more than 2 45-minute calls on the calendar, usually back to back. I block them. But the rest of the day is spent kind of catching up from what happened on Wednesday. Kind of writing notes. Maybe I've got to fix something in my program. Something's going on. Maybe prep out a podcast, something like that. That kind of happens on a Thursday. And then as I get down to Friday, if all goes well, I've got it all done. I filled my time appropriately, frankly, only about maybe 16 hours. I've filled all my time. I have everything done I need to do, and Friday now becomes optional. So Friday is what I call an entrepreneurial Friday. Some people call it Freedom Friday. I have found as an entrepreneur, oftentimes on Friday, when the energy is kind of waning a little bit, I kind of get kind of tired. I kind of get jonesing to go out and meet people. I get off the phone, get out of the Zoom calls, stuff like that. I find that I work out longer. Maybe I'll go do some errands. Maybe I'll run down to the beach and, just kind of look at the beach a little bit. Maybe I'll go run a project. Maybe I need to get some studio equipment. I run over to Guitar Center and get something like that. It's Entrepreneurial Friday. If I have nothing else to do, then I just do whatever I want to do. Ride the motorcycle, mow the lawn, play with the dogs, doesn't matter. It's optional. Saturday and Sunday are off. Is it a rule? Yeah. Do I adhere to it all the time? No, not at all. Sometimes I get up on Saturday morning, I'm like, I don't want to sit here and watch cartoons. I got an idea. And I'll start working on a little idea, but I'll walk away pretty quick. It's fun. The point is, I'm working on my energy schedule. I clear everything. I get it all done really fast and I control it. You cannot talk me out of my schedule. If I don't have you planned on my schedule and you don't have a very close relationship with me, or you're not a client and it's not a red alert phone call, you're not going to hear from me. Now come close. I'm going to spend 2 more minutes. I do not have time to talk about this today. So I hope you understand this pyramid idea. And maybe you've sketched it out and you're thinking, man, that's cool. I can tell you all my clients, when they come in the door, that's what they want. They want to do this. I said, great, let's go build the thing you want. Let's structure your business in your life so you can do that. And in about a year, we've got them doing that. Maybe 18 months max. We've got them doing it. So it does work. I'll get ready to be flipped out. We'll talk about this later. I do the same pyramid style for my days, but I flip the pyramid upside down. I start my day at the peak of the pyramid facing down. Deep focus, highly focus, tightly to exactly the most important thing I need to get done that day. And as I go through the day, the pyramid broadens up and out, and I work on things less important. The mess of life. I do it every day. There's something else too. I do the same thing on an annual basis. I run pyramids throughout the year. I won't tell you exactly how I do them because it takes too much for me to explain to them. But I simply take this entire idea and stretch it out throughout the entire year and make it work. It's just the coolest thing. And again, I don't think that you can all do it today, but you can do part of it today. A couple little things here or there. That's all I ask that you grab from this show. And you're awesome. Oh, we already know that, right? Okay. So, and don't forget to get that Perfect Week Planner. If you're on Instagram right now, follow me over there. Just hit, I'm at Face Your Passion because that's what my daily drive always is. I am going to face my passion. I don't care what's in the way. I'm going to do it because otherwise I'm a wuss. I'm not living my life the way I want to. I'm going to turn directly into my my passion. I'm going to have the courage to go for what I've dreamed of doing. Everything I've said I ever wanted to do that I've been scared to do, didn't have the money to do, didn't have time to do. I'm going to wake up and do it. And if you hang around me, I'm going to make you do it too. Okay? This is not a bucket list thing, by the way. This is an impact thing. At Face Your Passion, DM me the word planner. I'll send you the Perfect Week Planner. And when the new thing gets out, we got to make a new graphic for you and all. I'll get that to you. Okay, come back tomorrow. What am I talking about tomorrow? Are you? You need this tomorrow. Being aware and the sequence you need to do to get what you want and what you're missing. Okay, I know that sounds really vague, right? But it's gonna be good. So come on back. See you tomorrow.